Welcome to ATB-TV. I'm Darren Dance here with the great man, the runner, Peter Ellis. For those who watched last week's episode, you would have seen him out there doing the hard yards, doing the laps. After the Grand Prix, I believe you're going down to Melbourne and getting on the tan, Pete.
It's tan track.
Tan track.
It's a trams that go around there.
Yeah,
I think
that's
there
it.
is.
Yep.
I was actually surprised how quick I was moving there the other day.
You can move when you want to.
Yeah,
all I did was put $10 at the end.
There's nothing to do with editing either.
Anyway,
let's
go. We didn't have many runners last week, Pete.
No.
Where do we go back to?
Clairvaux at Geelong kicking off.
Yep.
Matty Williams thought he was a bit plain, I suppose, on face value he was, but he's only beaten 5 lengths, and I suppose we couldn't expect too much more.
How far was that race?
1400.
Yeah, well, he's a 2,000 metre horse. Wouldn't really expect him to do anything till he gets down to Warrnambool over 2,000.
Yeah, I think there's an 1800 at Sandown he's earmarked for his next kick-off, so I mean he's going to get him out and trick quickly. Yep,
that's his go. He's a stayer resuming, and he'll need a little bit of cut in the ground, so hopefully one day in Victoria it will rain.
A big track like Sandown suits him. Revolutionary, I went to kiting yesterday, and this is a horse we know that's going to warrant a wet track before we see anything. He was okay, he's only beaten 5.
Well, his run was better than what we knew he couldn't win, because he needs a wet track, but at least he tacked on, and he made a bit of a run at him, and you could just see he just wouldn't let fully down on that surface. But he's going to be a horse that might surprise a few when he gets on a heavy.
Yeah, the angry man suggested a slow track he needs. It's the Endel, the little man. So that's it. They were our only couple.
2 runners for the week.
2 runners. That's probably our quietest week for a long time. So we move on. Tomorrow we've got a couple of starters. We've got a debutante in Periscope at Terang over 1400.
Who rides?
Jared Lawrencini.
Jared Lawrencini, welcome back.
Yeah, he had 3 months off with a broken collarbone, so been back probably for about 2 weeks, and we don't mind having him on his horses. He's a good experienced jockey from the past and a good strong rider. Yeah,
well he'll teach that horse how to race, and obviously he's raised the flag stayer in the making. If the wind gets up, that's not too bad. First up at Trang, nice track for him, and we should send a cheerio out to all those people that are affected by the fires down there, Pete, last weekend. It was horrific down around the areas of Terang, Camperdown, Cobden, Hawkesdale. Raging fires in Victoria caused by lightning strikes and power lines coming down in the 120 km/h winds that some experienced. And as you know, Victoria is extremely bone dry at the moment, and we're all just praying that we're going to get this rain on Saturday and follow-up rain on Monday, just to get the edge off it, because quite frankly for Pete, it's hardly rained since December.
No, that's right.
And this is getting on to 4 months now, and you wouldn't want to drop one spark anywhere here. She'd just go fish, wouldn't it?
Exactly.
I'm surprised there hasn't been more fires, but some of our owners were affected by that fire and lost property and animals and fencing, and our thoughts are with you, and as long as everyone's safe and well, that's probably the best outcome.
It's good to see there was the likes of Matty Williams and the weird trucks out and about, moving stock.
Moving stock, yeah, a lot of stock were lost. No life was lost.
No, that's right.
Dangerous 24 hours that was.
It was that campaign trials yesterday, there's still smoke. It's mouldering with a lot of the real dense areas, so you just need, like that rain, if we can get it this weekend, we'll just hopefully get rid of it.
Get rid of it for another year.
Yep.
Alright, so that's Periscope, so he'll need the run. He's a nice horse kicking off.
Yeah, so he can just settle back and hopefully run on.
Just like to see him pass a few on the straight.
Yep. We get into a couple of our, each way hopes, more serious hopes. Serious suspect at the Valley, 1200 metre, it's 150,000 total prize money, Darren.
You only ever talk about the money when you got a share in a horse, I've noticed. Hey, what's Periscope's race worth?
It's of
12,500
to the winner.
He's got a share in serious suspect. It's all about the money I've worked out with Pete.
I know what Perugia's race is.
No, look, this horse is going well.
Brad
Ruella, Barrier 1, the Valley, leaders, track, horse runs on the speed, Brad knows him inside out, step up in grade, what is he, 8 to 1?
You can get $8, yeah.
There's a shorty
260, yeah.
6 to 4 horse in
Good
there.
Good off and horse.
It'll be hard to beat, but our bloke will give him a shake, especially if it is leader biased, and he'll be tough to the line, and it's a step up, but he's been a revelation, this horse, this prep, and a lot of fun. So good luck to everyone in Serious Suspect on Friday night at the Valley. Race 8, Now I know you're down there in the big dining box drinking and eating, so stand by for a slurred post-race report from Peter.
I'll let Brad do all the talking. Yeah, no, it should be a lot of
good
fun
night.
and a lot of owners going, which is
terrific.
The Valley on a Friday night.
Nothing better.
Right.
Nothing better.
The next day, hopefully minus a headache, I'll go down with Peru, which is a race we've been looking forward to for a couple of weeks.
Yeah, well, we've had him set for this race since his last win, and it was an ideal race for him, doesn't it? Once again, he's drawn well in 4.
Yes, Darren. Sorry, I was
just checking.
I was listening to the wind.
I hear that noise. It's your brain ticking.
Yeah,
I thought there was something wrong with the camera. Yeah, look, Mornington Guineas, great race. Once again, on speed, dominated sort of track.
$150,000.
Oh, here we go, the money again. At the end of the day, if he can run top 4 here, it'd be a fantastic effort for this horse. He's really going well. He's won his last couple.
Yep.
Just fell in at the Valley.
Just fell in, but he keeps doing enough.
That was a mile. This is 1500. Is that right?
I thought it was a mile there.
Okay, just testing you. Anyway,
I'm sure it's a mile.
We'll see how he goes.
10 to 1 chance.
10 to 1.
Price,
yeah, he's an each way show there, and he's got good form, and he's a winner. So let's hope he can keep winning. Good luck to everyone, and I know there's some interstaters coming down, and
there's
Pete will look after you. He'll be thirsty still.
A good crew there on course. We'll have fun regardless. Now that's it, Darryl. We can forget about Sunday.
Nothing on Sunday?
No, and Monday we can forget about.
Then we go to Wednesday, don't we?
Bairnsdale, and Tuesday's Ballarat. It's the first time we haven't had a runner there for a while, but
that's good.
We can go to Sandown. On the Wednesday, we've got
2 runners.
Yeah, we've got a first starter, a little home
2-year-old.
Yep,
Dentara. Yep, she's a Denman out of our good exceeding excel mare, Kaltara, and she's trialled up pretty well.
Yep.
With Robbie Griffiths, and she kicks off there. Who's riding?
Well, that I don't know, Darren.
I'm going to stop asking you questions.
Well, it's like
a bit early, is it?
6 days away. I presume he'll look at the likes of maybe a couple of his stable riders, or maybe even Brad. I'm not sure.
Yeah, good rider.
Good rider.
Good rider.
So anyway, she'll kick off in a 1,000-metre 2-year-old Super Varbis race.
Yeah, she'll be. It'll be really interesting to watch her go around on Wednesday.
It's a great 1,000 there at Sandown. They're basically out of the
They kick
chute.
along a bit. We didn't see if they're too sharp for it, but anyway. Look, this time of year, all the 2-year-old races are the same class, so it doesn't matter where you go.
No, that's right.
They're all the same class, and Sandown, every horse gets this track. There's nowhere to hide, so no excuses there.
Same track and distance is Shadow Griffo on a benchmark 64 for 3-year-old fillies. Fillies mares, I think.
Yeah, well, she's coming off a maiden win at Bendigo the last start, and as you know, she's a 2-year-old Group 3 placed horse, so she's got tons of ability. Just trying to click off the city win in CV, and hopefully she can get the job done on Wednesday. She's in good form. A little bit of give in the track would help, which I think we'll get by the looks of the forecast.
Yeah.
And she goes there a nice each way chance as well, Pete.
Perfect track for her.
We've probably got 4 good chances each way.
Yep.
And that young stayer, just kicking off his career at Terang. So I think there's probably a couple there that are going to be in the placings.
Horses we expect to run well, Darren. Where they finish is another thing.
There's 4 of them?
Yep.
So, well, now one of the owners that won't be there to watch Periscope debut will be John Clements.
Yeah, and have a look at this.
Do you reckon that's been photoshopped?
It's huge.
Hey? He's been trying to get you to go fishing with him for months, and you've shown no interest.
Well, I can get about 10 kilos of fillets there, I reckon. How big's that?
That's massive.
What size?
That's a barra, and he's up in the NT. So well done, John. He's a keen fisherman. He's got a little property down there near Camperdown that you can go and stay on weekends in his cabins and go fishing out on the lake. And very, very popular spot it is.
Yeah, no, that.
Can't tell you the name of the lake.
Parumbeat,
is it?
Not Parumbeat, but the other
Parumbeat. Yeah, Lake Parumbeat, but
down there.
Full of trout and chinook.
I've seen some of the fish come out of there. Redfin trout, everything you want, yellow bellies and size. That thing would have to be 40 or 50 kilos.
I wonder how long it took him to land.
Oh, I looked at it. Well done, Jono. That is a good fish.
That's a proper
fish.
I
wouldn't eat that. I'd stuff it.
Because I've seen some of those photos of those fish that Phil Britton's been catching.
Yeah.
Hey, that fish, that bait fish compared to what John can do.
Would have ate what Phil catches. No, I'd nearly mount that one. I'd taxidermist and put
unbelievable.
it up.
Anyway, we'll have to get up there with him one day and get on the barra.
Yeah, probably end up in the thing and the crocodiles after me, Darren.
They wouldn't eat you, but they got taste.
They'd want to be hungry.
They want a lot of chicken salt.
They'd want to be hungry. Yeah,
all right, so
yeah.
that's fantastic. Now we are going to run this interview because we haven't got a lot this week because only had a few runners and only got a few coming up. So we thought you might enjoy having a listen to this interview with Peter Ellis, talking about track bias and track patterns and what the implications of the daily weather has on all this. So sit back and enjoy what Peter Ellis has to say. He does a lot of work for Darren Weir and Robbie Griffiths on tactics, and he's 40 years in the business, wealth of knowledge.
Walking Forrest Gump.
Yes, he does. You go track working with him, you'll know you've walked the track. I've done it a couple of times.
Very intelligent man.
So we're going to sign off and leave you with the interview on racing.com with Peter Ellis. It was completed, I think it was last week or the week before at Bendigo. So until next week, I'm Darren Dance here with Peter Morganti. Enjoy the Peter Ellis interview.
Peter Ellis, we've seen you walking Victorian tracks for how many years now?
Probably about 40, I suppose, Sam. Victoria and Australia and worldwide, actually.
You keep a database of all the tracks you walk?
Yes, I've been keeping records, say, of Flemington for the last 40 years. Wherever I go, I mark down how the track raced, pluses, the minuses, what condition it's in, etc. Yeah, so.
And you walk the track pre and post races as well, don't you?
Yeah. So particularly post, just to help explain why horses perform the way they did. There might be a soft patch, say, at the 600, and the horse is off the bit at that stage. It explains why. When I'm overseas, if I've got a spare day, like if I'm in Ireland, I'll go to Tipperary, Limerick, Listowel, walk the track, and then I get an idea when I see a video as to how the track races. Epsom, which has got a massive hill, you get more of an appreciation for a track when you actually walk them.
We saw on Saturday at Flemington there was a bit of bias. How do you explain that?
Pretty straightforward. I think it's summer racing. It was a 37-degree day, so anytime the track dries out at Flemington and they're running quick time, it's extremely hard to sort of come around them and win. And I thought the inside three was probably worth several lengths, but that's probably an evaporation thing as much as anything else. All the trainers want the track watered, so therefore they water it today or the night before, and it evaporates at different levels. Moonee Valley on Cox Plate Day was a bit similar. Inside two was a big advantage. In fact, it almost brought Winks undone. Like, she'd beat Humidor by about half a length. I'm sure she's more than a half a length better horse than Humidor. So, and if she raced in Melbourne all the time, she certainly wouldn't have the record she has, because we tend to Randwick's a track where they just sit. She just sits midfield, comes in the middle, and just goes bang. But yeah, so that's what happened the other day. Straight, certainly the track was better on the inside, and I'd say if race 9 was before the Newmarket, the whole field would have gone to the inside, and Redkirk Warrior probably doesn't run a place. And I think if Chad Schofield had been more alert to the track, he would have gone a couple more in on Merchant Navy, and it would have won the race. So as you can see, it has a complete bearing on the results on many occasions.
Is one of the solutions to not water the tracks like they do in Japan, where they prepare rock hard surfaces?
You probably get a more even track, but you might lose 25% of your horses. So it's just one of those things. You get a hot day like that, there's nothing the track manager can do. So it just that's just the way it is. And then whoever happens to be in the right part of the track has an advantage, you know.
In regards to rail movements, what's your belief?
Yeah, I've got nothing against rail movements. I think all the track managers, they take Pakenham, they've been 3, 6, they go 9, and they go back to true. So that inside section's got any up to 6 weeks to recover. So I don't see nothing wrong with that.
In your experience, have you got any ideas on how we could improve to stay away from this bias?
I don't think there's much we can do. It's just the elements, you know. If it's windy and it's hot, certain parts of the track will dry out quicker than others. So that's just the way it is. Yeah. So we just have to get used to it and just adapt to it. That's all we can do.